Hey there, YouTube followers. This is Michael of Painting War Games, and sorry about the text. Girlfriend and friends been calling me. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and I went out today a little bit. You know, the roads are bad in the south. It's kind of icy down there, so I had to cancel my date with my girlfriend. Feeling a little down, but don't fret. Um, Sorry about that. So I've been working on my Signar battle box, and the what are they? Here, let me find the card. The Stormblades. For those of you who don't know, Privateer Press uses a different type of plastic entirely than Games Workshop. So much so that your normal glue generally doesn't hold weight to it. You know, I use here. I use MaxiCure Cyanoacrylic. I get it at Hobbytown USA. You can find this at your local hobby shop. They'll have their sticker there. But yeah, you know, I use this on my Games Workshop models, anything plastic. Because Games Workshop models are they're plastic. Privateer Press models, um, they're more of like a fine cast, but a hybrid between fine cast and plastic, as fine cast is pure resin, and what Privateer Press calls their plastic is white resin. But it's more of a plastic. They do have metal models, like their Colossals and some of their Jacks and whatnot use metal. But this is the caster, Coleman or Striker. See if I can't get him to focus. Probably not gonna get him to focus today. There he is. Well, okay. So that's Striker. And here's one of the Jacks. This is one of the light Jacks. As you can tell, it's pretty dark gray, and I'm sorry I'm looking over there. I'm just making sure it gets in the camera. But yeah, it's a white, it's a gray, but they call it white resin, and it's sort of a mixture of plastic and resin, so it's harder. It is a lot harder than the Games Workshop plastic. It's tougher, which is nice because it means it's durable. You know, you can beat up on it pretty good. And you know, there are mold lines, but they're very easily taken off with your hobby knife. But yeah, I mean, when I said getting back to the glue, sorry, got off topic a little bit, but your normal plastic glue will not work on these, and my cyanoacrylic or MaxiCure that I get Hobbytown USA works great on it. It just takes forever to dry. So my girlfriend texts me. She just can't get enough of me. She's kind of upset, but I'll get back to her in a minute, guys. But yeah, so use Loctite gel control super glue on these things. I actually like using this product a lot on Games Workshop products. You know, for those joints and that stuff that, you know, it doesn't have a real good holding spot. You need a real strong bond. Gel super glue is what I go to, and I've got 2 bottles of it here that are just about out. And I'm constantly going through this stuff. So, you know, ran up to Lowe's today and got me another set because I am working on the Stormblades now. And that's just, this is one of the gunners. But yeah, because they have so small of contact points, and the MaxiCure isn't really, I mean, it dries, but it takes forever. Gel super glue tends to set up within 10 seconds, even though the MaxiCure says it cures within 10 to 25 seconds. It just doesn't give that real strong bond that gel super glue will, and gel super glue holds up really well, particularly with painting. I mean, it does if you get it wet, because like I use it on my hands, so if I get cuts, to bond the skin together, and I even use the MaxiCure. The gel super glue does come off with water if you submerge it or if it's really soaked, but it bonds resin models really well, and it also bonds metal models like pewter models really well. So if you get pewter models from online like eBay, or you know, there are still some made from Privateer Press. Mini Wargaming has their own line of figures, and they're all metal, which is something I'd like to get into. In time, I probably will. But, you know, that's just there. You know, I use Loctite the gel super glue, just because it's what I like. Any gel super glue really well, as long as it is a gel, because that gel, it firms up really well. And plus, gel super glue is a great gap hole. Like if you got tiny little gaps that, they're just there, you don't want to bust out the green stuff or mix some green stuff. This is a good way to fill some gaps, and this stuff does really well. I've used it with Tyranid models, which we all know have gaps in them from time to time. So yeah, plus gel super glue works really well with these, these jacks when you're putting them on their bases, because these are bigger bases than standard 40K. Like the little guy right here, these are 30 mil. The medium jacks use a 40 mil, or they call them light jacks. These guys use a 40 mil, and the big guy that I just picked up, he used a 50 mil base. Their Colossals, I believe, use 120 mil. It's about the size of a CD, and these things are huge. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get the Cygnar one eventually. I believe he's called Stormwall, but I'm gonna go right here on their website. As far as colors go, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I really want to do that winter blue or solid blue color, color scheme with Mechrite red. Mechrite red's going in this regardless of what I do. It's just, do I use the blue to complement it? Yeah, Stormwall. I'm going to get him. These things are huge. Like I said, their Colossals are close to Titan size, or close to they might actually be a little bit smaller than the Wraithenite that I have on the shelf back there. So, and then I will get their Demon, or why am I saying Demon Engine? It's their Battle Engine. I think it comes on the actual same size base as the Colossal does. Maybe it's a different size, but I'm loading up the page now. Let's go down. I know it's here. It's gonna find it. Their Colossal, or their Battle Engine, is actually really cool looking. Unless they stripped it off the Mensmart website. I know, there it is. The Storm Strider Battle Engine. Yeah, it looks like it's on the same size base as the Colossal. I mean, these things are just, and they're not a bad price. I get them for $63.74, so not bad. That's their Mensmart. So yeah, if you guys are looking to get into an alternative game, like a skirmish game, I highly suggest War Machine or Hordes. I'm going to really diverge into small skirmish games from here going out. I've been looking at Mercs. That looks really fun. I want to get into Infinity. I hear so much about that game, and no one here that I know of plays Infinity. Malifaux is another game I'd like to get into, because they're small skirmish games. You don't need a lot to play. Like 40K, with Space Marines, like my Angels of Revolution. I might need 30 or 40. I might need 40 Space Marines just as troop choices, let alone what I need for heavy support. You get into the hundreds of models with 40K, and you can easily, I know with Tyranids, I easily had 150 troop choices, 150 for troop choices. Same with Tyranids, or Necrons. Warriors are cheap, man, and they're pretty good. But yeah, I just want to get into smaller scale games. So I don't mean to tie up you guys' time today. I know it's Super Bowl, and I'm got it recording whenever it starts here, because I'm really gonna work on models today and just watch the Super Bowl later on. So, all right, guys, this is Michael of Painting War Games, and as always, keep gaming.